When the man you love falls for someone else, would you still try to hold on to him? They had been together since high school through college, but after they started college, Helen fell in love with someone else. When Anna saw Helen and Ella performing together, she walked out of the show in despair. In the heavy snow, she called Helen right before he was about to go on stage. She asked him if he loved Ella, just like when Helen confessed to her back then. She made him answer only yes or no. On one side was Anna waiting for an answer. On the other side was Ella waiting for him to perform with her. After hesitating, Helen only said he didn't know. Hearing Helen's answer, Anna broke up with him in despair. After she hung up, Ella immediately pulled Helen onto the stage. And in the cold night, all that was left was Anna's lonely silhouette. Anna ran back to the poplar tree at their high school. She frantically brushed the snow off the trunk, looking at the familiar yet foreign carvings. The promises they made felt like they were just yesterday, but now everything had changed. On that freezing snowy night, she cried her heart out. Their love story that started in high school came to a painful and brutal end. Life after the breakup was full of agony. Anna used returning a book as an excuse to go to the guy's dormitory to find Helen, but she learned from his roommate that Helen had already moved in with Ella off campus. The roommate told her to check the apartment complex near the school. That news was the last straw that broke her. She still couldn't give up and went to the building where they lived. She saw with her own eyes them arm in arm, laughing and chatting as they walked upstairs. She stood downstairs all night long, watching the light in their room turn on and then off. She didn't leave until the next morning. June 2002, Leo came back to the country. The five of them got together again. The atmosphere at the dinner was awkward and cold. After a while, Anna, fueled by alcohol, humbly begged Helen to get back together. She thought Helen fell for someone else because she wasn't good enough, but Helen still coldly said he was sorry. Those three words were like a harsh verdict, permanently shutting the door on any possibility between them. At her lowest point of despair, Anna did something she would regret the most. She asked Helen's friend Jack to meet her at a hotel and gave him her virginity. Back at the dorm, Jack bragged to his roommates about what happened. When he said Anna's name, Helen went crazy. He beat Jack up. Then he ran to confront Anna in the pouring rain. He thought Anna was throwing herself away. He told her sex between two people should be based on mutual love. He asked her why she chose someone like Jack, but Anna said she loved him. Helen was completely stunned. The rain and his tears mixed together. He finally realized that he had turned the gentle girl he once knew into a cold and distant stranger. An even bigger blow came next. Anna was pregnant. At the school clinic, facing the teacher's constant questioning, she stayed silent. The teacher kept asking one question after another, asking who her boyfriend was. Just when Anna was feeling overwhelmed, Helen stepped forward and admitted the baby was his. He took responsibility for something that wasn't his, to make up for the mistakes he had made. When Ella heard that, she walked up and slapped him across the face. From that moment on, he and Ella were completely done too. In the operating room, Anna refused anesthesia. She wanted to use that sharp, piercing pain to sear every bit of today's humiliation into her memory. When Helen arrived, the procedure was already over. Anna's face was pale. She was so weak she could barely stand. Helen was heartbroken. He pulled her into a tight embrace, but this hug came far too late. In Helen's arms, Anna clung to that last bit of warmth, but she knew there was no going back. They had everything, except a future they could walk toward together. Anna finally pushed him away and turned to leave. She knew that once love had cracks, it could never return to what it was, and that was how they completely fell apart. At the end of the story, someone gave Helen a DVD and told him he had to watch it all the way through. The DVD contained footage from a wedding. When the scene switched to the Alexander III Bridge in Paris, France, he saw a familiar yet unfamiliar figure appear in the frame. As Helen watched, Anna turned around. She stood on that bridge in a foreign country wearing a blue dress, with a faint smile on her face. Time hadn't left many marks on her face, but there was a new calmness and composure in her eyes. The camera froze on Helen's shocked face. In our youth, did we ever chase after something new and exciting, and overlook the person who was always there for us? Did we ever make cowardly mistakes when faced with a choice? Those hurtful words that slipped out, those apologies we could never say, those desperate pleas for another chance that we thought we still had. In the end, they all became regrets we could never undo.